angelic symbols. I think there's a little lag there. It's me, Debbie Z, owner of Zebu Angelic Symbols. I'm so happy to be here tonight. It's Wednesday night. It's time for Zebu Facebook Live. There we go. It always takes the computer a little bit to get going and to catch up with me because I jump right in. So I'm happy to be here tonight, as always. I had Gracie with me a moment ago, and she's decided she doesn't want to be part of the Facebook Live tonight. So we'll just do this without her. So let me know who is here tonight. I'm eager to know who's with me tonight. It always takes a little bit for the comments to pop up. So let me see who's here. Make a comment. This is my favorite evening of the week. I always have so much fun being here. Oh, there's the name. Oh, Irma. Irma. Hi, Irma. Jennifer is back again. Hi. And Kavita. I'm glad that you're all here. This is lovely. I'm always excited to be here and to share whatever the guidance I have from the angels and whatever energy that they have as well. So thank you for being here. How are all of you doing tonight? Irma, how are you doing? Are you all bundled up? Irma tells me that she usually has a quilt wrapped around her. So I always think of that when your name pops up. Noreen is here. Oh, and Laura. Oh, all my wonderful friends. I'm so glad that you're here. I am always glad. And I like that your names pop up. I like that you make a comment because I really do like to know who is sitting here with me and that I get to call you by name. Rahat, okay, that's a new name. Welcome. I'm glad that you're here tonight. Yeah, it's nighttime. Okay, so tonight is going to be a little bit different because I'm going to I'm getting responses from people. Irma's here and she's got her quilt wrapped around her, so she's nice and warm. Noreen is doing good. I always like to know how you folks are doing. I usually launch right in with what I've been up to and what I'm doing. And so it's nice to know that you folks are doing well. I've been guided. I was meditating earlier today, sitting out on the balcony. I posted some pictures from my balcony this afternoon. Actually, this morning, I started my day with my tea, sitting out on the balcony, and the birds were chirping. It was exquisite. It's 60 degrees this morning, and it was nice and warm, clear blue sky and sunny. So it was just a lovely, lovely way to start the day. And I had my selenite and celestite. I had two different stones in my hands. They're out on the balcony still. I didn't bring them in. But those enhance your connection with the angelic realm. So those were the stones I had with me this morning. I really don't need those. Hi, Laura. Thanks for being here. I really don't need to have the selenite and celestite to make connections with the angels, but I do like amplifying that connection. And it was wonderful. It was just the best way to start the day. So while I was doing that, I was asking the angels, so what do you want to bring through today? And I kept asking, if it's this symbol, please show me one symbol. And I was shown three. There's three symbols that they would like to bring through for you. And they would also like to offer some healing energy work, which I will do at the end. Sometimes I do channeling at the end of the Facebook Live. This time it looks like they're going to guide me on bringing some healing energies to you. So who all is here, all of you who are here, and people who watch this later, will also be able to receive this energy that will be sent. I don't think I've done that before, so that'll be interesting. So let me show you what the card is. I'm looking at my Zebu Light Language Activator card. This is what it looks like. I'm trying to hold it so there's no reflection on it. So this combines three symbols. Normally the cards that are from the affirmation deck just have one symbol. And those are wonderful. They're powerful on their own. But when you get three of them together, it really amplifies the energy. And so it's a lot more powerful. I mean, it is palpable putting these three together. I have, what do I have? I have a bunch, 27, I think 27 cards like this. And they're on my Etsy page if you ever want to look at those. But these are a great way to work with three. Patty is here. Hi, Patty. Happy Wednesday. This is a great way to work with multiple cards or multiple symbols or multiple energies at one time. These I love that these came up today because these three work beautifully together. This first one is evolution. And evolution is about evolving. And when things stay the same, it can get kind of boring. It can get feel kind of stagnant. The energy can feel like it's not moving anywhere. But we're meant to evolve. We're meant to have new experiences and to grow. So the second one here is expansion. And expansion goes beautifully with evolution because as we're learning new things and expanding our life experiences, we're growing and we're learning. So those go together beautifully. The last one here is transition, which is about changes. And sometimes people dread changes. I've heard people say to me, I'm the same person I was 20 years ago. I haven't changed a bit. And I think I've said this before. I just want to say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry nothing has changed for you. I think change is exciting. It's not always comfortable, but it is exciting. For me, when things feel like they're getting in a rut and it's the same routine, it's the same everything day in, day out, which sometimes during the quarantine, things have felt like that. It's like it's another day like the day before, having my meals by myself, doing my work by myself, and not seeing very many people. So I don't know if you're experiencing the same thing as well, but it's not just about changing up your routine each day, but it is about expanding your thought process, expanding your experiences to grow and to learn, and opening up to the larger picture. Sometimes we get so focused on the tiny details that we forget to step back once in a while and see the whole picture. So these are the three that I'm going to focus on tonight. And I love that I was guided to have this ring of fire around it. It feels like it really activates it and really brings a lot of energy to it. So this fun, hello, Akashana, hi. So the fun part about this is that the light language words are on the cards. You don't have to look them up. Anika, Hatatami, and Sokana. So that's what the words are for these three symbols. And you don't need to say the words, but I like an all-inclusive kind of experience. I like to see them. I like to be able to draw them. I like to speak them. Just the more senses you can use when you're interacting with this and connecting with the angelic realm, I think it's just even better. Good. Noreen, sure am. Yay, this is good. It's a great Wednesday evening, isn't it? So this is all about expansion and growth. I'm going to put the card down, but this is one of the light language activator cards. And as I said, I have 27 of them. This is a great one to focus on tonight. And I wanted to, let's see, I should probably draw the symbol so you can see how it's drawn. These are, this first one is drawn in a little bit unusual way. I wouldn't have guessed it looking at this, but this is, here we go. That's what the symbol looks like. That is evolution. And it starts at the spiral. Sometimes, quite often, they end up in the spiral, but the way I'm showing you to draw these is the most optimal way. And it represents the movement of the energy that represents what this symbol is. Hi, Ladina. I'm so glad that you're here. Thanks for joining us. So let me show you how you draw the symbol for. Rosa Maria is here. This is great. I love seeing all of your names pop up. I love it when you will comment so I know who's sitting here with me. So evolution is this first one, and it starts with the spiral at the bottom. Let's see, can you see this? Let's see. There we go. It starts at the spiral, so it's like this. This nice and simple. It starts with the spiral, goes up, and then has this swish back and forth. But that's what it is. That's evolution. And it is Anika, Anika. And this message is the one from the book I keep referring to, the Zebu, The Power of Angelic Symbology. And this has, for some of the new people here, this was my first book that I wrote in 2007. And it has, oh, Sandy is here. I'll have to read your message in just a moment, but I'm very glad that you're here, Sandy. It sounds like just the right place to be. So evolution is about, and this is the channeled message in here, evolution refers to the growth and expansion of the soul. It expresses the elevation of thoughts and actions. Evolution is desirable growth and expression. As one awakens to the truth, evolution is taking place. Evolution allows hearing of the truth and ability to take action moving forward and upward. It is a beautiful path. It is well lit and inviting. It is a glorious journey. So that is a great summary of what that energy is about. It's about personal growth, personal evolution. Um, and even when changes or even when growth is difficult, there are always blessings that come out of that. Don't you feel like you always are learning something, even if it's going to be a difficult lesson? We're still growing and we're still expanding. And I think that's really important. It's important to not just stay stagnant, not just stay in one place, but expand the way we see the world and expand the way we experience the world ourselves and what our energy is like. So that was the first one. The second symbol on this card, and I'll draw this one, is expansion. And that's the center one on here. It's this one, which is Hatatami. And this is great. I'm glad this dries so quickly so that I can draw the next symbol. So this is like this. There. So it's a spiral. It comes down, up, down, and then it goes out through this spiral. So it starts with a spiral, it comes down, and it's almost like a trajectory. That's what it looks like to me. It's like the energy is here, it's coming down, and then expanding. So that is expansion. And I love rereading the messages in the book here. So expansion is, this is, let's see, Wayne Dyer wrote a book, I don't know what year it was. Well, it must have been, I wrote the book in 2007 and I'm referring to his book, so it must have been 2007 or earlier. And he wrote about the 7 faces of intention. And there's a chapter, let's see, the power of intention. It means, the meaning of expansion was explained even more clearly. And he said, and I said, I see this symbol being used to great effect at the beginning of the day. And it's a lovely gift to give yourself to connect with this energy as you start your day and focus where you want to go and focus on the expansion. And in Wayne Dyer's book, The Power of Intention, the meaning of expansion becomes more clear. He points out how we can stay open to divine guidance by identifying with universal mind, universal consciousness, God, spirit, whatever words you want to use. And that is ever expanding. So as we connect with that energy and we expand, that energy is expanding as well. So it allows for intellectual, emotional, and spiritual growth. And I'm on board for that. That sounds good. I keep repeating that just staying in one place, we're meant to be here on this earth plane to learn and to grow. I keep seeing this earth as our school. We're souls that incarnate into bodies, and this is our school. We're learning lessons every day. And so part of that is about elevating and raising our vibration and expanding our experience being here. So the third symbol of this trio is transition, and transition is about changes. So let me show you what this one looks like. I know it's one that I've shown you before. I know we've done this one. Oops. There, did that come out okay? I like this one because it looks like what transition is. It almost is a mirror image symbol, but the loop is at the top and comes down, or the spiral's at the top, the loop is at the bottom, and then it switches. So the loop is at the top and the spiral is at the bottom as you go through drawing this. So it's like, it's not a mirror image symbol. It's not the same on both sides, but it's like the first part becomes transformed and shifts upside down on the other side. So things are changing. They look sort of similar, but they're changing. And I want to read the message that comes with this one. Let's see. Got my glasses on here. So transition is not to be feared. Sometimes people are afraid of change. They get comfortable in the day-to-day activities. They get comfortable with the things that are familiar to them. And when things become unfamiliar, people can sometimes feel uncertain or uncomfortable. But this message from the angels is transition is not to be feared. When it is embraced and welcomed, it brings with it much wonderment. With transition or change, when transition or change is deflected, the doors of opportunity close. Staying in one place is not a desirable plan. It is limiting the scope of one's experiences. To fully embrace life, one can open up to changes and take delight in the gifts and blessings that appear. So step forward in certainty, knowing your life is enriched beyond your immediate knowledge with this transition. And it ends with blessings from the angels. So this message is beautiful because it reminds us that when opportunities show up or we close the door and say, nope, I'm comfortable staying here. I'm not going to step out of my comfort zone. I'm not going to try something new. I'm not going to, step out of this comfort zone. It's like the doors of opportunity close. It's like we see them open. And if we say, nah, I'm comfortable staying here, then those doors close and you will never know what that opportunity for growth was on the other side of that door. So it feels like the angels and your guides are saying, come on, trust the process, take that next step, and you will be surprised beyond your belief what is ahead for you. So, out of discomfort, stepping out of our comfort zone, it's a beautiful way to experience new things. Um, I really like working with the activator cards. And I like using multiple symbols together. So this is a great way to do it. Instead of, well, you could draw the three on a piece of paper. You could work with it that way. Or if you have my affirmation cards, you can pull out those three cards and have those together. Or if you want the beautiful artwork that I did on this, I love how this turned out with the Ring of Fire. This is something that you can get. And I've been working with this past week. So this one I bring out with me on the balcony where I do my meditation in the morning. It's behind me, it's back there. When I go out there, I'll have my tea, I'll have my journal, my fountain pen, get all my things together. And this I meditated with, and I held it to my chest, I held it to my heart, and it feels like when I set the intention to open my heart and open to new information or new energy or bring the energy through from the angels, I see my heart opening. So that's why I like placing the card on my heart. And I sat there in the sunshine. I closed my eyes and I sat and I listened. I felt, I used all of my senses and I breathed deeply. And I realized today that I do breathe deeply when I set my intention to, but I expanded even more. It's like I took a deep breath and then it took just a little bit more breath in. So it really expanded my chest. So I like the idea of expanding my chest, expanding knowledge, all of this going with expansion. So I held this to my chest and I meditated for a while. And when I'm not reaching for ideas and trying to get information, and I'm in this very calm, sweet space, the information floats in so effortlessly. And that's how it was today. So that's how I connected with it. You can also hold it between your hands. You can hold it on your lap when you're meditating. Another thing that I heard this afternoon was it's ideal to place it under your pillow. You could even put it in the pillowcase so it doesn't slide off the bed. Slide it on the bottom part under your pillow in the pillowcase, and you sleep on this energy. You can sleep on this energy, or you can sleep on any combination of symbols that you choose. It can be from the oracle deck, the affirmation deck, or you can draw it on a piece of paper. And in the book, I know I've got colors associated with the different symbols. And sometimes people get so wrapped up in, but what color does it need to be? Does it need to be on this color paper? Can it be black? Can it black ink? Does it have to be blue? Does it have to be this or this or this? Those things are suggestions. They're suggestions on how to amplify the energy. So if you really want to tap into it and really amp it up, you can use the colors associated with each of the symbols. But you don't have to. You can use it with a pencil. You can use it with a pen. You can draw it with your finger. It's about tapping into the energy and that movement of the energy. That is the key part, and your intention, of course. So I can imagine having this under my pillow. I may try that tonight to put this under. Um, Patty's making a comment. The activator card is perfect for that feeling of being stuck. I like to tuck mine in my pillowcase. That's great. I've done that with the small cards, but I haven't done it with these big ones, with the activator cards. So I appreciate you telling me that, Patty. Um, Patty is someone who is a friend of mine who I know she works with the symbols pretty regularly, and she does angel readings, and she has a beautiful connection with the angelic realm. So yep, she's one of my angel friends here. She's an angel on earth as well. So you can also, as you put this under your pillow at night, you can even repeat the words here as you're going to sleep. Anika, Hatatami, Sokana. And after you repeat it a few times, it all flows together. And it's a way of speaking that energy and further connecting with it. So, having said that, that's all that I wanted to share about the card. This is about stepping out of your comfort zone to expand and make your life more rich than it already is. And so, what do you think about the thoughts of not want some people not wanting to change, and some people want things to stay the same, and they are uncomfortable when it comes to changes? How do you folks feel about that? Are you comfortable with changes? Do you look forward to them? Do you create them? And do you like to expand the way you see the world? I'm always reading new books. I love um, love watching the Gaia station on TV. And they talk about ancient civilizations. They talk about all sorts of fascinating things to consider. And I don't buy into everything that's on that station, but it is nice to feel my mind stretched and think, I hadn't thought about that, but let me consider that, or let me look at that and see how it feels. So I'm always reading new books. I like to watch new documentaries, that sort of thing. But this could also be used for a bookmark. You could have this in the book that put it in the book that you're reading, an inspirational book. So when you open it up for the next time you read the next chapter, this reminder is here about you're expanding your mind, you're expanding your life experience, and things are changing, and it's not a bad thing. So you're welcome, Patty. Patty says, "Oh, thank you, Debbie." Well, I'm just telling the truth. I'm just saying it how it is. And Laura Lee says, "Change is fun, and sometimes a little scary." It is. When we have the comfort of the certainty of we know what to expect each day. And even though we know what to expect, there still can be changes like, oh, darn, I was expecting my day to unfold like this, but something came up, or a phone call, or, just day to day things that come up. Um, Laura Wilson, I just joined Gaia, have been enjoying thinking outside the box. I love that station. I have not tapped into those other ones. You know, you can pay extra on your TV or on internet for or cable to get all these different stations. That's the only extra one that I've paid for, and I love it. I mean, some of the things are pretty way out there, but the ones I've been watching recently are ancient civilizations, and I just find it fascinating. I absolutely love it. And Noreen says, I understand the fear of change, but I love the excitement of the new. I am the same. I really like that. The excitement of the new. I'm always telling stories about Johan that, my husband, my late husband, I know there's some new people on here, so forgive me if I'm repeating things for the people who are regularly here. But Johan was my husband and he passed 11 years ago. I like referring to some of the things um, that he would say to me. He was very wise. He was a very old soul. And he would like to talk about how exciting it was to try new things. He liked trying new foods. He liked driving a different way home instead of just going from our house to the grocery store and back, because we go grocery shopping together. He would say, let's do different way day. And the first time he did it, we were driving home and I thought, good grief, that you're going the long route. What are you doing? And he said, it's different way day. We can go a different way and see different things, different houses, different people, and still get to our destination the same. And so he also liked to say, let's dance in the field of possibilities. And that one I really like. Well, partly because we were both dancers, we were both ballroom dancers. And so dancing in the field of possibilities, doesn't that just sound like such a rich experience? Not an actual field, but can you imagine this big wide open space and you're there and there's all these things representing opportunities and changes and new things to sample. Um, yeah, the excitement of the new. I do like that. So Kavita says, change is a mixed feeling, fun, excitement, and a little scary. I think most people would agree. It's not just, it's I think it's not unusual. I mean, I love change. I love to try new things. I love wearing different clothes. I like driving different ways. I like visiting new places, which I haven't done too much this past year. But um, I like I like new and exciting. It feels fresh, but that does come with the feeling mixed in with it of a little trepidation of I'm not sure how this is going to go, but I'm never disappointed. And Laura Wilson says, first series I watched. Was it the Ancient Civilizations that you watched? And Greg Braden. I love watching Greg Braden on Gaia. So yeah, I love sharing that. So do you have any questions about the symbols, how to draw them, what the messages were, or anything that you want to share? Um, Tell me, what do you think about change? What do you think about expanding, and how do you feel about the energies of the symbols? Just tell me some of your thoughts. Let me know what you're thinking. There's more I'm going to bring through to you. Oh, Laura, yes, you'll check Greg out. Greg Braden is a geologist, and he just has a fascinating, very clear way of explaining things. And he always backs up his his statements. He will say some things that I think, oh wait, that's kind of way out there, but he will say it, and then he'll say, here's why I say this, and then he'll have slides, and he'll show. These are some images, these are some dates, these are some artifacts. And I just listen to every word. He's a great speaker as well. So yeah, Greg Braden, um, Noreen, love that saying, the visual of dancing is wonderful. It is. And it's movement. It's movement. It's moving the energy. Yeah, Rosa Maria, I needed to hear you in the angel messages. I had put I had to put my cat down today. Oh, Rosa Maria, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I have had to go through that in the past with different pets, and it's never easy. And even if it's something that's anticipated and we know that there's no other way, this has to happen for the um, as a kindness and out of respect for our beloved animals, it is never easy. So I am very, very sorry to hear that. And I just ask um, that the angels be with you and bring you some comfort and some comfort and some hope. So yeah, thank you for speaking up. So I'm glad that you're here. I mean, we're here with our community of like-minded people, and there's no other place I'd rather be than tonight is to be with all of you. So does anyone have any other comments? I know there's some lag time between when I say something and when you type a response. So I want to give you time to do that. Oh, Desiree, much love. Desiree, I love it. Do some people call you Desi? Do you go by Desi? Forgive me if I'm overstepping. I like it when people call me Deb. Hey, Deb. That's what my brother and sister call me. And so if someone calls me Deb, it's like, oh, they're a friend of mine. It must be a friend of mine. So I wanted to, let me see if there's a message that they would like to bring through. Yeah, I get that. The angels would like to speak a message tonight. And also, they're going to bring some healing energies through me to bring to all of you. I'm excited about that part. Let me get comfortable in my chair. I always keep scooting forward till I'm just sitting on the very, very edge of my chair. Oh, oh, Rahat says, hi, Deb. Thank you for today's reading. You're very welcome. And Laura Lees calls me Professor Deb. She calls me Professor. And I have to tell you, well, I was going to keep it for a surprise, but Laura is going to come to Arizona to visit with me in about 2 weeks. It is 2 weeks. It's going to be 2 weeks. And hopefully I'll get her to be with me. So we'll be on Facebook Live together. So having Laura here with me and you being able to see both of us together, I think will be fun. Laura, to remind you, Laura is the Reiki master that was with me and doing Reiki on me when an angel appeared and explained to me what these angelic symbols were. So I had been drawing these symbols for 2 weeks. Every morning I'd been drawing pages of symbols through automatic writing, and I knew they were positive. I knew the energy felt good, but I didn't know what they were. And so it was during that Reiki session with Laura that an angel appeared and spoke to me and said, Dear Debbie, what you are drawing are angelic healing symbols called Zebu. And she wrote it in the air, Zibu. So that's how it started out. So Laura was there right from the beginning, and it'll be really fun to have her here. We're going to do art projects. We're going to go look at gemstones. We're going to do lots of fun things. We'll be like two little kids out on the town. So yeah, so that's what you have to look forward to. So now, Laura, I hope you don't back out. Hope you still want to come on Facebook Live with me. So let me get back. I do get distracted easily. So let me come back to this. So, dear angels, you have a message you would like to bring through. Okay. Let me drink some water. Okay. Mm. Dearest ones, we are most grateful for your presence tonight. Please know that all that we bring through our dear Debbie to you is meant to be an elevating experience. What we bring to you is to indeed expand your mind, to expand your life experience. All of the energy that we bring to you is the highest of vibration, and we urge you to move forward and take the next step, knowing that we do travel with you. Everything that we bring to you tonight and always is about love. It is centered in love, it is centered in gratitude. This is brought to you and offered up to you for your taking. Please know that you are not obligated to take what is offered to you. It is merely brought before you and is here for the taking. So we bring this energy through our dear Debbie with energies to support you at this time and to assist you from wherever you are in this moment, whether it's grieving from the loss of a beloved pet, or if it is walking through challenges in life at this time. All that we bring to you is to elevate your life experience, to bring you love, to bring you comfort, to remind you that you are very dearly loved. All of this is brought to you with the highest of intention. Mm, we are grateful for your presence, and we will work with our dear Debbie now to bring you this beautiful healing energy. For that, we say thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. It always takes me a little bit to come back after feeling that energy. So just as with this card, they're showing me a lot of golden light. ah, so on this card, there's this ring of fire, or this ring of light, and the angels are showing me this beautiful column of spirits, golden white light. So I do ask that you surround all of us with this beautiful golden white light. And I open up to allow your beautiful healing energy to flow through me to each person who is watching at this time and who watches in the future. The energy being brought to you at this time is to elevate your life experience. And this energy for evolution is to assist you in further evolving in this lifetime. This energy for expansion, expansion, hatatami, hatatami. And this final energy of transition to smooth the pathway before you, to make the changes palatable, and to walk beside you on your life path. We invite you to take a gentle breath in and out and receive the energy of these three symbols. It is offered up to each of you You may take it in effortlessly simply by breathing this in. They're saying, yes, 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 this is complete. And as I'm holding my hand here, I feel this wave of energy, like just waves of energy, just gently being emitted. This is almost like one of those satellite dishes. That's what it feels like. My hand feels like that. Um, the energy center in my hand just feels wide open, and it feels like all this beautiful energy has just gently washed over all of you. You got major chills, Rosa Maria. How are the rest of you feeling? So is there any more to this? Any more to the spoken message? No. Is this energy work done? Yes. No more to the spoken message? No. So they had me draw each of those three symbols. And as I was drawing it, I could see it looked very much like these. It looked like, because this image looks like some vibration coming out of it. It looks like layers of energy coming out, and that's what it felt like coming from my hand. So I hope. Oh, Laura Beth Finley is here. You felt it, wonderful. And Rosa Maria, you're feeling better. I love knowing that. I love knowing that. Sandy says, I can feel strong heat and warmth. My hands are so hot. Sometimes I'm surprised when I touch my own face that both palms get so warm. And as I bring this energy through to other people, just like doing distant Reiki, um, Kavita says, my headache is better. And I'm never told what a specific blessing is for this person or that person. I show up and do what I'm invited to do. The angels never say you have to do this, you must do that, but I'm invited to do that. And so as I follow their guidance and bring the energy through, I know people will experience exactly what they're meant to receive. Um, Laura Beth Finley says, I felt wrapped in high vibrational warm energy. Ah. And Laura Wilson, I have two Lauras here. Laura Wilson, beautiful experience and strong energy. Thank you. I haven't done this. I don't think I've done this on Facebook Live. I do this when I'm doing readings for people. I've done more distant energy work than in-person energy work. I think that's probably true. And it is always surprising. I mean, it's thrilling to know that I can be on a Skype call or FaceTime or even on the phone with someone on the other side of the world, and yet there's no distance. I can send energy to them and they receive it in the same instant that I send it. Um, and Patty has a beautiful story about that, about sending some healing energy to, um, sorry, I don't remember if it was a sister or a sister-in-law who had shoulder surgery, and I sent energy to her, and she felt it the instant that it got there. So Rahat says, thank you, thank you, thank you, Deb. I felt the vibrations in my palm while receiving the energy. I love knowing that. Thank you all for your comments. I do appreciate that. Um, you are very welcome, Kavita. You're very welcome. And it's my honor to be here and to be a conduit through which this energy flows, because as I bring the energy through for other people, I get to experience it myself, and it travels. I feel it travels through my crown chakra, through my heart, and then out through my hands. Oh, Noreen, thank you. I feel it in my hands and saw the symbols. I love hearing this. Thank you for sharing your comments. I appreciate it so much. So do any of you have any other comments, or do you have any questions? Let's see, I drew the symbols, I read the messages, gave you some ideas of how to work with these. Really like the idea of sleeping on these. I'm going to keep this card out because that's what I'm going to do tonight. And I may post something tomorrow or in the next couple days to let you know what I experience. Because when we're in a sleeping state, our guard is down. And so we're much more open to receive energy. That's why it's so important to make sure you check in with your own energy before you go to sleep. Laura says, thank you for another wonderful, she calls it a show. Thank you for this wonderful show. Sending hugs and love. Hugs and love to you too, Laura. Oh, namaste. Traveling through your beautiful heart is what makes it so special. All of your comments are just making my heart expand even more. So thank you for being with me tonight. I loved hearing your responses, and I will be here next Wednesday at the same time, and I should have new information, maybe there'll be more new healing energy, who knows? And did you notice I'm wearing my new piece of jewelry? There's a lot of reflection in here. This is one of the pieces that I featured on my Facebook page. It's an angel charm, and it's got, I think it's tin, and it's on aluminum. There's some brass, a brass heart, and then a filigree, and then copper. So multiple energies together, multiple metals. Thank you for being here tonight, and I wish you well. I wish you a great evening, and I wish you a great week, and I will see you next week. And if you still have comments to make, go ahead and make them, because once this video is saved, it does take a little while before I have access to it. I go back and I'd like to at least make a comment or acknowledge that you spent some time here. So if you still have something that I didn't get to cover, just make a comment. So thank you all for being